What if I told you that in just 6 days, ordinary college students became prison guards so cruel the experiment had to be shut down early? Or that 65% of people would deliver electric shocks just because someone in a lab coat told them to? These aren't horror stories. They are real experiments that exposed something uncomfortable, the darkness we all carry inside. But there's the truth they don't tell you. Understanding these patterns is how you break free from them. I am Tanya, and today we are exploring 8 experiments that revealed human nature's shadow side and what they teach us about becoming more compassionate people. 1961, Stanford University. Philip Zimbardo took 24 college students and randomly assigned them roles: prisoner or guard. Within 6 days, the guards became so abusive, forcing prisoners into humiliating acts using psychological torture, that Zimbardo had to end the experiment early. The dark truth? It wasn't about bad people. It's about bad systems. Give someone power without accountability and watch how quickly they abuse it. But here is your takeaway. You're not immune to this. None of us are. The key is awareness. When you feel power over someone, at work, in relationships, even online, please pause. Ask yourself, am I using this power to uplift or control? Self-awareness is your shield against becoming the villain in someone else's story. 1961, Yale University. Stanley Milgram asked participants to deliver electric shocks to a learner every time they got an answer wrong. The shocks went up to 450 volts. The learner screamed, begged them to stop, eventually went silent. 65% of participants went all the way to 450 volts. Why? Because a man in a lab coat said, "The experiment requires you to continue." The uncomfortable truth? Most of us will hurt others if authority tells us it's necessary. We justify, "I was just following orders." Your protection? Question authority. Always. If something feels wrong in your gut, even if your boss, your partner, your government says it's fine, trust that feeling. Blind obedience is how ordinary people commit extreme harm. 1951, Solomon Asch showed people 3 lines and asked which matched a reference line. Easy, right? Except everyone else in the room, secretly actors by the way, gave the wrong answer. 75% of participants confirmed at least once. They doubted their own eyes just to fit in. The pattern? We'd rather be wrong with the group than right alone. Social rejection feels like death to our brains. But here is your power move. The 25% who didn't confirm, they weren't fearless. They just valued truth over comfort. Next time you're in a meeting and everyone's nodding at a bad idea, speak up. Your dissent gives others permission to think for themselves. Be the person who breaks the spell of groupthink. 1920. John Hopkins University. John Watson took a 9-month-old baby named Albert and conditioned him to fear white rats. How? Well, every time Albert reached for the rat, Watson banged a metal bar behind his head, terrifying him. Eventually, Albert feared not just rats, but anything white and fluffy. Rabbits, dogs, even a Santa Claus mask. The dark lesson? Your fears aren't always yours. They are conditioned responses from your past experiences, often ones you don't even remember. Your healing path? When you feel irrational fear, ask, where did I learn this? Childhood? A past relationship? Maybe society? Fear loses power when you see it just old programming. You can rewrite the code. 1961. Albert Bandura showed children a video of adults aggressively hitting an insatiable Bobo doll. Then he put the kids in a room with the same exact doll. They imitated everything: the punches, the kicks, even the specific insults the adults used. The uncomfortable truth: violence isn't innate, it's learned. Children absorb what they see from parents, media, society. Your responsibility? You're modeling behavior for someone: your kids, your team, your audience, your students. What are you teaching them? That anger solves problems? That cruelty is funny? That aggression gets results? Or that kindness, patience, and emotional intelligence are strength? You are always teaching. Make sure it's a lesson you are proud of. 1950s. Harlow separated baby monkeys from their mothers and gave them two caregivers. One made of wire that provided food, and one covered in soft cloth that provided comfort. The babies spent most of their time clinging to the clothed mother, even when hungry. The revelation: love isn't a luxury, it's a biological need. Monkeys raised in isolation became severely depressed, couldn't socialize, and self-harmed. For you, if you grew up without emotional warmth, this explains so much. Your struggles with intimacy, trust, self-worth, they are not character flaws. They are attachment wounds. Your healing? It's never too late to reparent yourself. Therapy, safe relationships, self-compassion, these rebuild what isolation damaged. You deserved love then. You deserve it now. 1954. Muzaffar Sharif took 22 boys to a summer camp and divided them into two groups: the Eagles and the Rattlers. Within days, they hated each other. Name-calling, food fights, near violence. Then Sharif created problems, only solvable through cooperation. Fixing the camp's water supply, pulling a stock track. The transformation? Former enemies became friends. Hostility dissolved when they had a shared goal. The lesson for your life? Us versus them. Thinking is manufactured. Politicians, media, algorithms, they profit from division. Your antidote? Find common ground. That coworker you clash with? You both want the project to succeed. That family member with opposite politics? You both want safety and belonging. Cooperation rewrites tribalism every single time. 1964. Kitty Genovese was murdered outside her apartment in New York. 38 people heard her screams. No one called the police. Why? Psychologists discovered the bystander effect. Basically, the more people present, the less likely anyone helps. We assume someone else will do it. The dark truth? Diffusion of responsibility lets us watch suffering and do nothing. Not my problem, someone else will handle it. Your wake up call? You are the someone else. So here's what these 8 experiments really teach us. Human nature isn't good or evil. It can be changed, shaped by systems, authority, conditioning, and connection. The darkness exists in all of us, but so does the light. You have the power to choose which one you feed. Question authority when it asks you to harm. Speak truth even when the crowd disagrees. Recognize your conditioned fears and rewrite them. Model the behavior you want to see. Seek the love and connection you were denied. Build bridges instead of walls. And never ever assume someone else will do the right thing. Because awareness is the cure to unconscious cruelty. These experiments exposed our shadows, but you don't have to live in them. If this resonated, subscribe for more psychology that heals, not just informs. Drop a butterfly in the comments if you're committed to breaking these patterns. And remember, understanding human nature's darkness is how you choose the light.